Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Daily English Dialogues. I am your host, Anna.
And I am Mark. It is great to be here with you today. How are you doing, Anna?
I am doing wonderful, Mark, and I am very hungry.
Hungry? Why are you hungry right now?
Because today we are talking about my favorite topic, food. Specifically, we are going to learn how to speak English at a restaurant.
That is a perfect topic. Going to a restaurant is one of the first things travelers do, but it can be scary if you don't know the right words.
Exactly. Today, we are going to make it easy. We will make a very long, special episode. We will cover everything from booking a table to paying the bill.
This is going to be a full guide, so listeners, get a notebook and a cup of coffee. Let's get started.
Anna, before we eat, we need to make sure we have a table.
Right. If the restaurant is popular, you need to make a reservation. Can you explain that word, Anna?
Yes, a reservation means you book a seat before you arrive. You can also say book a table.
Let's practice a phone call. I will be the restaurant receptionist, and you want to book a table.
Okay, I am ready. Ring, ring.
Hello, this is Mario's Italian restaurant. How can I help you?
Hi, I would like to make a reservation for tonight, please.
Certainly. For what time?
For 7 p.m.
And for how many people?
There will be 4 of us.
Okay, let me check. Yes, we have a table. Can I get your name, please?
Yes, it's Anna Smith.
Great. See you at 7 p.m., Miss Smith.
Thank you. Bye.
That was perfect, Anna. It was simple and clear.
Let's look at the key phrases. I said, I would like to make a reservation.
I would like is the magic phrase in English. It is polite. You should not say, I want a table. That sounds rude.
Yes, always use I would like.
Also, pay attention to the preposition. You said table for 2 or table for 4.
Exactly. Okay, Mark, what if the restaurant is full? What do you say then?
Good question. If I'm the restaurant, I might say, I'm sorry, we are fully booked at that time.
Fully booked means no more tables.
Yes. In that case, you can ask, do you have anything available at 8 o'clock?
Good tip. Be flexible with your time.
Okay, Anna. Imagine it is 7 p.m. We're at the restaurant. We walk in the door.
Usually, there is a person standing at the front. This person is called the host or hostess.
Correct. You should not just walk in and sit down. You must talk to the host first.
Let's role play. Mark, you are the host.
Welcome to Mario's. Do you have a reservation?
Yes, I have a reservation under the name Anna.
Ah, yes, here you are. Right this way, please.
Thank you.
Very smooth. But Anna, what if we don't have a reservation? This happens a lot.
That is true. If we are just walking in, we can say, do you have a table for 2?
Or you can say, hi, party of 2, please.
Party of 2 is a very common American phrase. It just means a group of 2 people.
Sometimes the host will ask you a question. They might say, would you like to sit inside or outside?
Or they might ask booth or table.
Oh, that is a good vocabulary word. What is a booth?
A booth is the type of seat with a soft back, usually against the wall. It feels more private. A table is just a normal table with chairs in the middle of the room.
I prefer a booth. It is more comfortable.
Me too. So we sit down. Now the waiter brings us the menu. Okay, we are sitting down. The waiter usually comes over very quickly.
Yes. Usually they ask about drinks first.
Listeners, pay attention to the types of water. In many countries, water is free. In others, you must pay.
The waiter will ask, would you like still or sparkling water?
Still water has no bubbles. It is normal water. Sparkling water has gas bubbles like soda.
And usually you can ask for tap water. Tap water comes from the sink and is usually free.
Let's role play bordering drinks. I am the waiter this time.
Okay?
Good evening. Can I get you started with some drinks?
Yes, please. I'll have a glass of orange juice.
And for you?
I would just like some tap water with ice, please.
Certainly. Are you ready to order appetizers?
Yes, we will share the garlic bread.
Great choice. I'll be right back.
Okay, let's pause. We use the word appetizer.
An appetizer is a small dish you eat before the main meal. In the UK, they often call this a starter.
We also used the phrase, I'll have. This is very common for ordering. I'll have the orange juice.
It is short for I will have. It is polite and natural.
Another great phrase is to share. If you want one plate for two people, you say, we will share the garlic bread.
Mark, what are some popular appetizers in English-speaking countries?
Usually soup, salad, garlic bread, or maybe chicken wings.
Yum! I love soup. But wait, I have a question. What if I want to know what's in the food?
That is very important. Maybe you have an allergy.
Yes, let's talk about asking questions about the menu. Sometimes the menu has difficult words, or maybe you are allergic to nuts or dairy.
You should never be afraid to ask the waiter questions. They are there to help you.
Here are some useful questions. What do you recommend?
That is a great question. If you don't know what to eat, ask the waiter, what do you recommend?
Or you can ask, is this dish spicy?
Spicy means hot, like chili peppers.
Here is another one. Does this contain peanuts?
Contain means have inside. If you are allergic, you must say, I am allergic to peanuts.
Let's practice this. Mark, you are the waiter. I am a customer with questions.
Are you ready to order?
I have a question about the pasta. Is it vegetarian?
Yes, it is. It only has tomato sauce and cheese.
Okay, and is it spicy?
A little bit. It has some black pepper.
That is fine. And one more question. I am allergic to shrimp. Is there any shrimp in the salad?
No, the salad is safe. There is no seafood in it.
Perfect. I will take the pasta and the salad.
Very good. Safety is important. Never be shy about your allergies.
Now we move to the big meal, the main course, or the entree.
This can be confusing. In America, entree means the main dish. In France, entree is the starter. But in English-speaking North America, it is the big meal.
Let's focus on ordering steak. This is a classic English lesson.
If you order beef or steak, the waiter will always ask, how would you like that cooked?
There are usually 5 levels. Let's list them. Rare, it is red and cool in the middle. Medium rare, it is red and warm in the middle. This is the most popular. Medium, it is pink in the middle. Medium well, it is slightly pink. Well done, it is brown all the way through, no pink.
I like my steak medium rare. How about you, Anna?
I like medium, not too bloody, not too dry.
Let's role play ordering a main course.
What can I get for you today?
I would like the cheeseburger, please.
How would you like your burger cooked?
Medium well, please.
And do you want fries or salad with that?
Fries, please.
Excellent. And for you, miss?
I'll have the grilled salmon with vegetables.
Would you like rice or mashed potatoes on the side?
Mashed potatoes, please.
We heard a new phrase there. On the side.
Yes, on the side means separate. For example, if you order a salad, but you don't want the sauce on top, you say, "Can I have the dressing on the side?"
That is very useful if you want to control how much sauce you eat.
M- Mark, sometimes things go wrong at a restaurant.
Sadly, yes. Maybe the food is cold. Maybe the order is wrong. Maybe you dropped your fork.
We need to know how to complain politely. In English, we are usually very polite even when we are unhappy.
We usually start with, "Excuse me," or "I'm sorry, but."
Let's look at common problems.
"Excuse me,
Yes,
could I get another fork? I dropped mine."
of course. I will bring you one right away.
"Excuse me, waiter?
Is everything okay?
Actually, I ordered the chicken, but this looks like beef."
Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me take that back to the kitchen and correct it for you.
"Thank you." "Excuse me,
Yes.
I'm sorry, but my soup is barely warm. Could you heat it up for me?"
Did you notice Anna's tone? She was not angry, she was calm.
Yes. If you're angry and shout, the waiter might get upset. If you say, "Excuse me, I think there is a mistake," they will help you faster.
Also, if the service was very bad, you can speak to the manager, but usually talking to the waiter fixes the problem.
Okay, we finished our main meal. Now, the best part, dessert.
Be careful with pronunciation. Desert, one S, is the hot place with sand and camels. Dessert, two S's, is the sweet food. You stress the second part, dessert.
The waiter will usually say, "Did you save room for dessert?"
That is a funny idiom. Save room means, is your stomach too full or can you eat more?
I always have room for chocolate cake.
Me too. After dessert, you might order coffee. In America, coffee usually comes after the meal.
Simple phrases here. "I'll have the cheesecake." Or "just the bill, please, if you're full."
The meal is over. Now we have to pay money.
In the US, we usually call it the check. In the UK and other places, it is the bill. Both are okay.
To get the bill, you can make eye contact with the waiter and make a writing motion with your hand. Or you can say, "Excuse me, can we have the check, please?"
Now we have to talk about something complicated. Tipping.
Oh, tipping. This is very different around the world.
In the United States, tipping is mandatory, required. Waiters earn very little money, so the tip is their salary.
You should tip between 15 and 20% of the total bill. 15% is for okay service. 20% is for good service. 25% is for amazing service.
In the UK or Australia, tipping is nice, but not always required like in the US, maybe 10%. In Japan or Korea, no tipping. So check the culture of the country you're visiting.
Now, how do we pay?
Cash.
Credit card.
Sometimes you're eating with a friend and you want to pay separately.
We call this splitting the bill.
You can say to the waiter, "Can we split the bill?" or "Separate checks, please."
There is also a fun phrase, going Dutch.
Going Dutch means everyone pays for their own food.
But if I want to be a good friend, I might say, "It's on me."
"It's on me" means I will pay for everyone. It's a generous phrase. Wow, we covered a lot today, Mark.
We did. We went through the whole restaurant experience.
Let's do a quick lightning round review of the best vocabulary words from this episode. I will say the definition, you say the word. Ready?
Ready.
A book or paper that lists all the food and prices.
The menu.
The small meal you eat before the main food.
An appetizer or starter.
When you call the restaurant early to save a table.
A reservation.
The extra money you give to the waiter for good service.
The tip.
Water with gas bubbles.
Sparkling water.
A polite phrase to order food. Not I want, but
I would like or I will have.
when you pay for your friend.
It's on me.
Perfect score, Mark. Listeners, eating at a restaurant is supposed to be fun. Do not stress about the English.
The waiters want to understand you. If you forget a word, just point at the menu and smile. Smiling is the best language.
We hope this guide helps you feel confident on your next trip or dinner out.
If you liked this episode, please subscribe to Daily English Dialogues on YouTube. We have new conversations every week.
And tell us in the comments, what is your favorite food to order in a restaurant? We love reading your answers.
I'm going to get that burger now. I am starving.
And I'm going to get some pasta. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.